No, I'm not dead. Hang on, wait. Yeah, pulse is working. Yeah, and I know what you're all thinking. Well, where the heck were you? Moving. The thing is, I had to move out of my old house and move into this house. Uh, it's me, my mom, and my little brother. We all had we had to move out of here and into this place with my grandma and my papa and two uncles. Um, so the thing is, I haven't had the chance to make a video because I've had to pack a bunch of stuff and bring it over here. Thankfully, I was able to save my equipment that I used to make these videos and everything. So, I have those. But another thing is, I'm going to be adding a new character to this channel to help me make reviews about stuff that's going on in the world and everything. I am not giving any spoilers on who this new character is. It's going to be a big surprise. But in the meantime, y'all probably wanted something as of right now before I end up disappearing again or whatever. But the thing is, I thought, why not give you this? The list of characters I wanted to see in the second combat pack for Mortal Kombat 11. As y'all know, Mortal Kombat 11 took us by surprise when they introduced Combat Pack 11, where they brought back some of the characters we remembered, as well as some new characters from that are like new to the fighting tournament, like the Terminator and Joker, even Spawn. Boy, everyone was wanting that. But for the second combat pack, I have a list of suggestions for NetherRealm. So let's get right to it. Number 1, Striker. So the thing is, with Mortal Kombat 11 story mode, it continues the story from Mortal Kombat 9, but I was kind of ticked off because of how they act like one of the characters that kind of played a major role in it. They're acting like he didn't even exist, yet they put his partner in it. Striker. Y'all might not some of y'all might remember him, some of y'all might not remember him, but Striker was the police officer. And I know what you're thinking, playing as a police officer in a game where you fight, where you're beating up someone that is a half ninja, half demon, and then fighting someone that can summon lightning, someone that can summon ice. Yeah, right. This was no ordinary police officer. This guy did not have a problem with brutality. He was my favorite character in Mortal Kombat 9. Because the thing is, what makes him stand out in Mortal Kombat 11 is the fact that he's a regular human. y'all know how, and I know what y'all would say, but like Sonya is also like a regular human and everything. But no, Sonya has always been around, and Stryker was introduced in some later games, and he was like a regular human. He didn't even have like a kiss of death or anything, obviously, because he's a he. But the thing is, because Stryker had nothing unique about him, that right there is what made him unique. He. The best way I could describe it is with a post I saw on Facebook, or no, not Facebook, YouTube, where someone said what they like about him is how he can just say F you to special powers and just go out guns blazing. Plus, his. Okay, fatalities. I'm sure we can all agree that while fatalities in Mortal Kombat are cool and everything, it's difficult to pull them off. No one. Now listen. I don't care who you are. You're lying. You're not just lying to everyone that's watching this. You're lying to yourself when you say this, that you were perfect with doing a fatality. No, you weren't. No one was ever able to easily do a fatality in Mortal Kombat and have it go off without a hitch. But the thing is, with Stryker, his fatalities are a lot easier to do. With the given that the controls are pretty simple. Plus, the thing is, if you don't do a fatality, it's fine because his winning thing has him just flat out kill the person anyways because he just he throws a frag grenade. And the thing is, in the Mortal Kombat story, he fought Reptile, Kintaro, and Ermac, and it was he was even surprised with himself that he had it in him. The thing is, Stryker seems like a character that I can relate to because of how, and I'm sure that there's plenty of other people that feel like they relate to Stryker themselves, because given the fact that he looks like he's not unique, he deep down he really is unique, and when people think that you don't have a chance against someone because of their talents and everything, you can just say screw you and use what you have. So like, why can't we bring him back, Tobias? I mean, you brought back Shang Tsung, Nightwolf, and Sindel. Why not bring back Stryker? Because, like, if you don't bring him back, it kind of messes up the continuity a bit. You know what I'm saying? Number 2 is Sergeant Rex Power Cult. Now, some of y'all, heck, maybe most of y'all, may know Sergeant Rex, but for those of you who don't, this is Sergeant Rex from Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon. The thing is, I played Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon, and I loved how how they were like poking fun at classic 80s movies, and with Sergeant Rex, how he's like, let's show these cyber soldiers how we get it done. It was nice. Not to mention that, like, with Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon, after you kill an enemy, warning, vulgar description ahead, you're able to pilfer them, and you know how when you pilfer, it just means loot someone and you take their money and all that? With him, he just takes his cyber hand, slams it down, and rips out the cybernetic heart. So he's no stranger to gore and everything. Plus, he has a special weapon in Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon, known as the Kill Star, and when he has it equipped, he fires a laser that makes people explode, so, hey, maybe that could be one of his fatalities. Another one could be where he just rips out the enemy's heart and then a blood dragon shows up. Moving on. Number 3 is Lobo. Okay, so since they've decided to add Joker to the roster in Mortal Kombat 11, here's another DC character that they could add. Lobo. The thing is, you know how with that one guy with the giant fist, he can't actually die? That's sort of like with Lobo. Because he has regenerative powers, and he also like can't necessarily die because he was banned from the afterlife. If you're wondering how do you get banned from the afterlife, okay, like when he on the day he died, he went into, down there. When he went down into hell, Satan's like, oh crap, this guy's soul is way too much. So that earned him a spot in heaven. Then when he was in heaven, he just kept messing up everything. Not like by accident, on purpose. He was like causing a bunch of mayhem and destruction. So that's when God, Satan, they both came together and just had an agreement. This guy's banned from the afterlife, so death could not take his soul. And then, so yeah, he basically became immortal. Plus, with Lobo, he was in Injustice Gods Among Us, Injustice 1, but he wasn't added to 2, so I was thinking, why didn't you add him to 2? Is it because he was that crazy? Or is it because you just wanted to spice it up? Whatever. Anyways, like, Lobo has, so many different things. He has all of his different melee weapons, and his guns. And for those of you who really know about Lobo, you know that he has his one meat hook attached to the chain. Okay, if he was in Mortal Kombat, I could imagine him copying Scorpion and, like, throwing his hook at someone, and it, like, grabs him, and then he's saying the thing with that Scorpion, "Get over here!" So yeah, NetherRealm, if you'd like to add the main man to Mortal Kombat 11, that'd be cool. Number 4 is Johnny. No, not that Johnny. I know, he's already in Mortal Kombat. No, that's Johnny Cage. This is a different Johnny. This is Johnny Gat. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Good old-fashioned Saints Row. Saints Row. Yeah. The thing is with Johnny, yeah, he is like Saints Row's equivalent of Trevor, where he just all he cares about is the murder and everything. Cause like with Saints Row 2, he was at a courtroom trial. That was my uncle Billy. He went to go get some firewood. But yeah, with Johnny in Saints Row 2, he was convicted of like 1,000 or was it 1,000 or 3,000? It was a lot of murders and everything. Also, like with Saints Row 4, you find out that the alien kidnapped Johnny because of how he was scared of him. So, yeah, he's that good. Plus, it doesn't even have to be regular Johnny. It could be regular Johnny, or if you're looking to spice it up, it could be the Johnny from Saints Row Gat Out of Hell, where you actually play as Johnny. You know, because in that one he gets his demonic powers and everything. So it'd be nice to see Johnny go up against Scorpion, or Johnny go up against Johnny, and then they're duking it out and everything. So yeah, if we had Johnny Gat added to Mortal Kombat 11, that'd be pretty cool. Not to mention that there's gonna be an upcoming Saints Row game. Yep, you heard me right. In 2020, we're gonna be getting a new Saints Row game, and Volition Inc. has promised us that it's not gonna be anything like Agents of Mayhem. Okay, number 5. Now, number 5 was suggested by my little brother. Okay, so as you all know, the Terminator was added from the first combat pack. So, my little brother thought, well, why not add the other character from Terminator, Sarah Connor? Yeah, the thing is, we went to see Terminator Dark Fate, and he saw the part where she got out the bazooka and shot the Terminator and everything, so he thought maybe she'd be, if she was added to Mortal Kombat, she'd basically be an equivalent of Sonya. Her arsenal could be similar to, like, the Terminators and everything. Plus, she could have alternate outfits of, like, from Dark Fate to, like, the first Terminator. You know, where she was in her dining outfit. Number 4. Pyramid Head. The thing is, y'all have played Silent Hill. Y'all know them. Y'all love them. Pyramid Head. The guy with the big ol' pyramid head. We've seen him both in the video game and on the big screen. And frankly, I don't see why he shouldn't be in Mortal Kombat. It's right up his alley. What with him being able to grab any part of your body and then yank and all your skin comes off, and with his giant sword, able to cut people in half in like one slice, I'd say he'd have a pretty good chance. Plus, the thing is, he could be like Jason with Mortal Kombat X, where he doesn't talk at all, or he could be like with... There's not really any character I can compare him to other than a Blaze from Minecraft, where he makes a bunch of heavy breathing noises and grunts through his giant metal head. And yeah, I'd say that'd be pretty cool to have Pyramid Head show up. Plus, if it's like a thing where his head is too... If his head is too big, you could, like, slim it down. That's what they did with Silent Hill Homecoming. Number 7. Galen Merrick. That name probably isn't familiar with anyone. You ever played Star Wars The Force Unleashed? The guy you play as, that's his name. Galen Merrick. The thing is, with the way he is like this powerful Jedi / Sith, depending on the choice you make, I'd say he'd have a pretty good chance in Mortal Kombat. And his ending could be pretty unique. I kind of planned it out in my head that, like, with his ending, he would change it where Darth Vader didn't come to Yavin 4, or he'd change it where he actually travels back in time to kill Darth Vader, or whatever, and then he actually defeats the Empire and all that. Could happen. Obviously, his lightsaber... Or wait, never mind. I was about to say his lightsaber would have to be nerfed, but it kind of already is. Because, like, with Star Wars, it's like, you can't just... It's a lightsaber. You can't just... We all know that with the lightsaber, given the fact that its blade is made out of pure light, it just slices through just about everything. When Star Wars The Force Unleashed was made, they obviously turned down its power a bit so that it takes more than one slice to actually kill an enemy. But he could have some pretty cool abilities. Plus, with the alternate outfits, he could have, like, his Sith Stalker outfit from The Force Unleashed 1, and his Dark Apprentice outfit from The Force Unleashed 2 and all that. I think it'd be a nice idea to add him. Because, like, we all know about with Soul Calibur how they had Yoda and Darth Vader added to the roster. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. They also added Galen Merrick to the roster in Soul Calibur. But he was just known as Darth Vader's apprentice back then. So, yeah. Oh yeah, and Spawn was also in Soul Calibur, and now he's in Mortal Kombat. Galen Merrick could also be in. Number 7. No, he was number 7. Number 8, Jackie Estacado. That name does not sound familiar to anyone. Be right back. The darkness. Like, this guy, he has guns, and he also has these demonic powers where he has these two heads coming out of his back, and he does all these crazy kills with them. Plus, with this one, this is the Darkness 2. You basically do fatalities on the enemies and everything. It's really cool and all that. Sorry about my voice cracking. But yeah, it'd be nice to see him added to Mortal Kombat 11. You've got a wide variety of different fatalities you could give him, like the wishbone, the spine ripper, all that. Number 9, Rick Taylor. I forgot I need to get another one. Wabam! Already you can tell that this game doesn't screw around. It's called Splatterhouse. That pretty much is a dead giveaway that it's about killing in the most brutal ways. Rick Taylor is the guy that you play as. He wears this mask that has a demon living inside of it that turns him into a freaking buffed out beyond steroids bodybuilder guy. He's the size of a Hulk, except he's not green. His fists are strong enough to, like, punch through concrete and all that. And plus, there's all these brutal kills that you do to the enemies where you, like, rip out their spine, rip off their arms, and all that. Yeah, he'd be pretty cool for Mortal Kombat 11. Seriously, this guy, just, please, add him. Yeah, oh yeah, another thing is, there's an enemy in that game that has chainsaws for arms, and you rip off one of the chainsaw arms, and fight that enemy in like a sword fight with chainsaws. So, it'd be pretty cool to see him use the chainsaw arm. And lastly, with number 10, Ash. You all know Ash from Evil Dead. With that, with his chainsaw arm. Funny how I was just talking about chainsaw arms and it led up to that. And his boomstick. Well, there you go. Anyways, that's all from me. Holy crap, this is probably the longest video I've made to date. Yeah. So, that's all from me, guys. NetherRealm, please look at that list. New character coming up. Thanks, and I'll talk to you all later.